The Love is Blind reunion was a hot mess, and not in a good way. On a list of the things that, little quick hot take, so this video won't be too long. So let's just talk about it. Number one, 3 top things that are wrong with the reunion. The live stream. Why change the format of something that was already successful to try to just do something new? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The live stream just, Netflix was not equipped to do that on that level, and we just did not need a live stream because we just needed to watch at our own convenience. And even with the live stream, I wasn't even gonna watch it that night. I was just gonna wait for it to come on the next day. So there was no purpose in that. I guess they just wanted to bring in numbers or whatever attraction. They had their own agenda with that. So it was not for our purpose. I mean, serving our purpose or just serving us as the subscribers. Number 2, the host. Vanessa and Nick Lachey are horrible hosts. They're out of touch in a way. Vanessa constantly makes insensitive comments. Like, it was this reunion, I felt like it was the Vanessa show, like the very biased Vanessa show. It was just the comments about Tiffany getting on in the bridal suite. It was a cute comment at the time, but she didn't have to keep reiterating it. Even that joke that they had in the beginning of like, oh my God, we have the footages of Tiffany and Brett. And I know it was a joke and for them to show the clip of her constantly sleeping, but Tiffany looked horrified. And I guess in her mind, she was like, oh my God, what are they about to show? But homegirl looked scared and I felt bad for her. And then also asking, oh my God, we need a Love is Blind baby. I'm like, y'all have 3 other seasons to pull from. Why would you ask the people who recently got married to have a baby? Y'all don't know how much a child changes things, like changes the dynamic of a relationship. And these people are still technically dating. Yes, they are legally married, but at the end of the day, they are dating each other. They don't know each other from a can of paint. So tomorrow, these people can get divorced. So why would you ask them to put a child into the mix? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And why? You don't ask people that. You don't know what fertility issues that they might have. Like, it's so much pressure as a woman. Even I get that. I'm not going to talk about my situation, but like, don't ask people, oh my God, are you going to have kids? Because sometimes they don't even want kids. So that was very invasive of her and insensitive in this day and age, at your big age. Why are you asking them questions? Anyways, and lastly, again, it's in relation to the host, Vanessa. I felt like Kinetic or whoever was in charge, you guys definitely did not do the whole Marshall, Jackie, Josh love triangle situation. Y'all fumbled that. There was just so much conversation and dialogue that did not happen that should have happened. It's truly unfortunate. And I feel like they definitely made Marshall look like a fool. And I want to get deeper into that, but I want to go move down this list. Next thing, why was it so long? I was sitting here watching the reunion and I was thinking like, man, like I had to pause it. I paused it and I realized, wow, I'm only at the 40-minute mark. I have 51 more minutes to go. Like it was just ridiculous. I don't need a 90-minute reunion. I feel like the first 40 minutes were fluff. And I feel like they didn't really get to the nitty-gritty of what everybody was like wanted to talk about, or like the questions weren't being answered. Some people were put in more of a hot seat. The people who didn't even need to be in a hot seat were in more of a hot seat than the people who needed to definitely like answer or take accountability for their actions on the show. So the first 40 minutes was a waste of everybody's time. Okay. Oh, I want to talk about the fashions. Moving on. Talk about dressed couple. I would say best dressed person is Bliss. I love the lavender lilac look with the starburst or stars earrings. Earrings was absolutely gorgeous. I love Bliss's look. She looked happy. She looked beautiful. It was like almost like she did have straps. It was like corset type dress on the top. I just feel like it fit her, fit like a glove. And also, I also like Zach. I'm like, okay, Zach is looking different. He got that them bulk gains, that happy weight on him. He is looking good. I'm like, dang, it makes a difference from how he looked on the show to what he looked now with the beard and the gains. I'm like, okay, now I see the vision that Bliss was seeing, because I wasn't seeing it at first. Not that he was unattractive to the point I would be like Irina calling him a cartoon character. I would not insult a human being like that, but definitely he looks way like, oh my God, okay, I understand. For Bliss, not for me, but for Bliss, I understand. Like, a girl, I see what you see. I can get that. And I guess I can get to that part, but I'm not gonna say that, I'm just saying now. But I loved how Bliss stood up and was present for her man, Zach. She knew that sometimes he could not articulate himself the way he wants to. He's very emotional and he thinks a lot. And I feel like that's for me too. Sometimes I can be very passionate and I might not articulate in the tone or in the speed I want to. And for example, like Obama, he's like a good orator, and I like the way he speaks. It's calm, it's precise, and sometimes you're afraid to speak slower because you're like, I don't want that pause, I don't want that silence. It's awkward until you fill it up with words, or even filler words like and or you just speak really, really fast. And I like how Bliss came in calm, collected all the time. Like, she gave you that nice Claire Huxtable read, the way she read Irina. It was so like, I hope you grow from this. I hope you learn. Like, you gotta stop. You gotta marinate on the words. Like, I like the way she did it. I hope you understand and take accountability and find the redemption that you're seeking. Like, the way I was like, okay, I see you. I like it. I think she's not a teacher. I don't know what her profession is. I want to say it's in marketing or whatever it is. I have to look it up. But we talking about the fashions right now. Beautiful. Chelsea, the coral and the pink. It was a lot of pink tones to me, but she looked it good. I definitely liked it. Everyone's makeup artist for this reunion, like whoever did their faces, great job. Like, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job. You can definitely see the differences. Again, Bliss's makeup on point. I liked Micah's makeup too. It was really good. Tiffany makeup, it wasn't too different, but I did like it as well. Who else? Chelsea, I liked it. I saw another level of elevation in the face. Not that she's not a beautiful person, but I definitely appreciated the artistry in her face. Very, very beautiful. Everybody looked good. I like that everybody was matching. Tiffany's dress was okay. It didn't do anything. It was a white sequins dress. It was okay. Micah, I did like the red on Micah. The way the pleated top, beautiful texture. It almost seemed like a chiffon. Loved it. And who else stood out to me? Not too many other people. So moving on to the worst. The worst, I will give that to the host. Again, I feel like Nick looked uncomfortable in his suit, and I don't know, maybe it was his posture, but he was just there. And then Vanessa, worst dress of the night. Worst dress, worst behavior, worst everything of the night. I just did not like it. Like, what was that? It was like she took that hot glue gun and was just going crazy with the bedazzles. I didn't like that little bedazzled tortilla that she had on the side. It was ugly. I didn't like it. There's something for everyone, but it just did not. I didn't like it at all. I actually appreciated her look when she was having that one-on-one pre-recorded Zoom conversation with Jackie and Josh. I like that look. It's like she know how to dress better when it's a casual occasion, but when it's time to, finesse or looking sharp, she don't know what to do. It's like she get confused. But that all black casual fit that she had, those heels, I want to know what heels she had on. The heels, the even matching like black pedicure that she had with the heels, the strappy sandals, that was everything. I actually like that look way, way, way more. So I'm gonna give it to you when you're right, and I'm gonna correct you when you're wrong. But that look for the reunion was too busy. I ain't like it at all. Kwame and Chelsea, throughout the series, I kind of felt it was not one-sided, but a little bit more. Chelsea was a little more gung-ho for Kwame than Kwame riding out for Chelsea. He always seemed a little too more confused or torn between her and Micah. Reunion, the way I saw them, I felt a little bit, okay, the love is evening out. And I kind of appreciated it more better, kind of getting a more in-depth look, even though they didn't say much. But I've been watching their little footage of them being in their home, which was so cute. I feel like they had the best apartment out of everybody when they were showing their homes. I feel like Tiffany and Brett apartment was like runner up, but I really love their apartment, Kwame and Chelsea. The way they did their apartment, very nice. Very nice. When Vanessa asks if Chelsea met Kwame's mom, I wrote a note here. I'm like, I don't know why I low-key don't believe that she met his mom. That's just how I felt, like, just the way by the way she responded. I just felt like it was just, I don't know. I didn't believe it, but I guess it's hard to believe because we just have not seen Kwame's mom this season. And that's her prerogative to like not be on the show if she don't want to be filmed. Some people are very private, but I just feel like, where's the evidence? Where's the photos? I just felt like it was like a little bit fabricated, a smidge. Maybe she just met her through FaceTime. I don't know. I didn't really buy it for some reason. That's just me, my opinion. The whole situation with Micah and Paul, I didn't understand why Micah was crying. Like, she was really trying to milk the situation and make people sympathize with her. And I really feel like she was not held accountable like Irina was. Yes, Irina was at the forefront of being nasty, but Frick and Frack were together because you were complicit in it. And you know, like, you can see from Micah's friends, like, she has a bunch of Irinas in her life. Like, Micah's friend Shelby was the worst. It's so funny. I low-key kind of wanted to see if they was going to bring her on the reunion, and I'm kind of glad they didn't. I'm kind of curious, like, what would she have said if she was there? But we don't need to hear from her. We've seen all the foolishness and the reactions that she gave during the wedding. It was weird AF. But I don't understand why she was like trying to garner sympathy so bad and make Paul look like the villain. I appreciated Paul's honesty. It was always refreshing that he stuck to his guns. It was a little key weird that Micah and Paul's mom looked like carbon copies of each other. Out of all the couples, yeah, they had no business getting married. No business. And Micah needs to stop saying that she would have married him if he had said yes. Irina didn't need her to be there. Y'all really, the audience, I'm saying y'all, the studio audience, y'all really booed that girl. Irina should have been pre-recorded. You know, say your piece, say what you need to say. Like, you know, she didn't really need to be there. I feel like it was a little forced. I feel like she was repetitive. And I appreciate, again, Zach was not with the ish, and he stood up, almost fixed himself in his chair and just like, girl, no, you were here for clout, you were here for fame, you were not here to genuinely fall in love with somebody. And again, like my girl Bliss says, grow from it. I hope you learn something and change. Jackie and Josh, that situation, the next love triangle, Jackie, Josh, and Marshall. Netflix, Kinetic, whoever, y'all insulated Jackie so much this season. Y'all did not hold that girl accountable for nothing. Y'all protected her. I don't know why. I don't know who's she got connection. I'm not saying I wanted harm comes to the girl, but dang, accountability. Y'all held Irina's feet to the fire. Your intentions were not pure. Your intentions or what you're attracted to is a little bit, not even a little bit, crazy, obviously toxic. And you were on this show. That's to continue to insulate her, like just like softballing her questions, not holding her accountable at all. She just came on here, ran amok with people's feelings, wasted their time, antagonizing Marshall. You're not aggressive enough. You're not aggressive enough. Because they finally wanted to show some type of piece that her and Josh had a conversation about their emotions. And it was crazy because when they were at Chelsea's birthday party, even Jackie checked Josh and said, oh, when we were in the pods, you never talked to her about your emotions. But they wanted to find this random clip on the editing room's floor and like, oh look, they did talk about their feelings and I care for you and I feel this way and this and that or whatever it is, and we tough and we hard and we can't say emotions, we're like poop. That analogy that she said was weird. She's weird. She was in here trying to get married. She's in here shacking up with Josh, got a fish and a dog, whatever. Like, only thing I like about Jackie at this point is her lip liner game. Like, Miss Ma'am knows how to put on a little makeup, little lip liner. That's it. That's all she's good for. Because now I used to like her for her personality and I don't, because it just seems so disingenuous. And she just came on here and she just cannot admit that she hurt Marshall and she did what she did. Like, just say, we weren't right for together. I apologize. Now I'm with the person I'm supposed to be with, and let's move on. But like Marshall said, it has been them versus each other, and it's not healthy on any of their sides. They're supporting Jackie's narrative of trying to call him sweet and all this other stuff instead of just getting to the nitty gritty of things. I'm not saying Marshall is a saint. They both were really, really wrong for each other, but this situation made Marshall look so bad. The man had to talk to an empty room through a camera, through a message that Jackie's never going to get, or she's not going to look at, or if she does, she's just going to continue to run off with as she's the victim. I felt bad for him. He deserved a conversation. As he said, he was slighted, and I can't believe Netflix did that. Zoom her in if she feels like, she's going to be in danger. At least have real live dialogue. I don't know why they would fumble such a good television moment to just have them actually really talking to each other and have them recollect with what happened, and they just didn't. They let it by. We didn't care about Irina, Micah, and Paul and the flirtation and all that weirdness. We didn't care. We wanted a real actual dialogue between Marshall and Jackie and Josh. That was your big drama ticket for this season, and you did not. I feel a little cheated, and Marshall feels slighted. I feel cheated. Why didn't we have that moment? That is just so easy to just put together.